a podcast that talks about music, movies, sports, and news. To know the people, promoting and sharing with the world a beautiful story. This is Frail Fragment's Monster Closet. Hey, this is the Monster Closet, episode 129. It's Saturday, April 5th, 2025. We are here with a special guest, the most coveted member of the band, The Android Meme. She's playing bass. We've been trying to get her on the show for probably a year now. She's very busy. She's so busy that she forgot about the interview today. So I'm glad I reminded her. And we have a show with the Android Meme Friday, May 2nd, 2025 at the Horseshoe Tavern with the Reed Effect, Star Beast, Frail Fragment, and the Android Meme. We've been doing shows together. She's playing bass for the Android Meme. Let me introduce you to the Monster Closet, the beautiful Vicky Blue. Thank you for being on the show today. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Mysterious. Wow. So how did you get to find out about the Android Meme? How did you meet the Android Meme?
Actually, Jake, our drummer, he's been bugging me for many years to do bass and vocals for his side projects.
Okay.
And then I guess when he rejoined Android Meme, he's like, "Oh, hey, we're looking for a bassist. Do you want to play?" And I was like, "I will audition. Like, I'll try out. I don't want to just be like join and be like, yay." So that's what I did. I joined, and it was a good fit.
Nice.
That's how that started. Like 2-3 years now. I don't remember.
How did you meet Jake? How do you know Jake?
Through mutual friends.
Okay, cool. Okay, so nice. And you were working on a song I saw on social media with Lindsay Schoolcraft. Is that?
Yeah. So we're gonna revamp an old meme song from like the early 2000s. It's called Esoterica.
Nice.
And we thought that Lindsay would be great on that. So.
Yeah, I did a show with Lindsay maybe 15 years ago when Frail Fragment was playing, right around the time the Android Meme were playing. They were called Mary and the Black Lamb. That was her older project at the time. But it was really cool, and she blew up, and I'm really happy for her. She's a really talented cat, so that's awesome that you guys are working with her. And as well as Brett Carruthers, he's producing you guys, or he's engineering you guys?
Yeah, he's producing a lot of our stuff.
Nice. So we have like a degree of separation. Like we used to play with a Primitive Evolution 15 years ago. We did a bunch of shows together. So yeah, it's cool. He's a great producer. Congratulations. You have a new song, Matthew Good cover, Everything is Automatic. Am I right? Or
Yes.
Nice. A little different. It's darker. Very cool. I feel fortunate to kind of have a front row seat of seeing you guys evolve. We did the Hard Luck with you. I don't know when that was, but it was just after, I guess, lockdown. And, you guys were starting up again. Frail Fragment were starting up again. We kind of have similar stories, I guess, as far as like playing live. So I reached out, and the Android Meme to me feels like family. And they kind of are through Matthias. He knows my bass player, brother-in-law, Ian. And they kind of came up together. And they've always been in touch, and me and Stefano hit it off, and I got to see you guys play at the Hard Luck, and from then until now is like a huge difference, and you've really integrated yourself into the band very nicely, and you guys look really good on stage, and all the best. Like, we got another show with you for Halloween. That's going to be really exciting too, at the Drake Hotel. So I mean, we're doing it. 2025, do you have a lot of shows booked, or what are your plans for 2025?
No, we just have the 2 shows so far. The plan right now is to just settle down, make a lot of music, a lot of content, get it out there, so that next year, hopefully, we can go on another tour.
Nice. Okay, so what brought you to why are you doing this? Why are you playing bass in the Android Meme? Why are you playing music? What is it that brings you to the table?
Well, I've always wanted to play music. I used to play drums when I was a teenager, and kind of just hurts my back a lot. I started in a drum corps. Like, I don't know if you know what a drum corps is, but I started in one of those. And later on decided like, oh, hey, I want to kind of like play a string instrument. So I tried playing violin for a bit, and that was great. But I was just like, oh, you can't really play a lot of stuff other than classical music. Kind of want to play like, east rock or goth rock or metal. So I just decided to pick up the bass like right before the pandemic, I would say, and just taught myself how to play. Joined a band back then for a couple years, and then it didn't work out. So I was like, oh, you know what? I'm just gonna learn on my own, maybe take some lessons. But then the pandemic happened, so that never happened. And then I joined the Android Me, which is great because we all get along, and I'm learning things, I'm playing better. It's like progressive. It's great.
For sure. And those guys are really cool. I mean, that's what makes the Android Meme, I think, special, like the individuals, and they're really nice guys. I've had them all in the show. Really happy that now we have you. What are your influences? What are some of your influences that you bring to the table? Like, what did you grow up listening to that I might know?
I have an eclectic taste in music. I like everything. Music-wise, for playing, I would say like a lot of alt rock or like 80s, like the Cults, the Cure kind of style.
Yeah.
A lot of our stuff is like Tool influence, which is great. Because I always try to learn how to play Tool stuff.
Yeah, he's a monster,
difficult.
that guy.
Yeah. But as far as just enjoying music, listening, I listen to everything.
Nice. Yeah, keep an open mind. I guess that's the best answer, right? Because if you're open, you're gonna evolve into something even better, right? So that's great. It's my birthday show on Saturday, May 2nd. Thank you so much for doing the show. The Android Meme, you guys are family. And it's your birthday actually tomorrow. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
You're turning 19. That's awesome. And all the best for your birthday. And did you grow up in Toronto? Are you from Toronto or?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I moved here in 2012-ish. I'm from a small town called Brantford.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I
Cool.
grew up, but I was actually born in Winnipeg.
Oh, nice. Okay. Wow. And so you came here in 2012, around then?
Yeah, around then.
And you're still in Toronto, like you live in Toronto?
Yeah.
Nice.
I live in Toronto.
Did Ben Rayburn, did he do the video for Everything is Automatic?
He did. He did
Okay,
a great
nice.
job.
Yeah, he did. He did a music video for us, washer dryer. But I'm gonna put up all your socials so you can check out those music videos. You have actually, I looked at your profile. You have a Witching Hour podcast too that you did in like 2021. Is that still happening, or is that kind of?
So I did it during the pandemic because I didn't have anything to do really, and it's just like kept me occupied. And I was like, you know what? I should just like. I get told all the time you have a radio voice, or like, oh, you should do news or whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'll try doing podcasts, like reading short stories for people.
Nice.
So I started doing that like twice a month, but then because I got so busy, it started being once a month, and then kind of just after a year, just tapered into nothingness. I think I'm gonna start it up again when I'm less busy, maybe in the summer, just because like I know a lot of people listen to it and it helps their children sleep. Apparently my voice is very soothing and melodic, so
you have a nice voice for sure.
Thank you. They just put it on, the kids go to sleep in like 2 minutes.
Well, I gotta take you up on that because I have 2 kids myself, but I don't think, well, when they have problems going to sleep, I'll see what I'll let you know what happens when I play the Witching Hour.
I mean, the stories aren't really child appropriate, but if they're young enough, they're not going to notice.
Exactly.
So they're just from authors that I enjoy reading personally. And I was like, oh, I think I enjoy these stories, so maybe other people will enjoy these stories. And they don't have to read it. They can just listen to me talk.
Who's your favorite author, or one of your favorite authors?
So it's kind of controversial at the moment because one of my favorite authors was Neil Gaiman.
Okay.
But I guess there's a lot of heat or whatever going on with that. So
What happened with that?
I don't remember.
All right. Okay.
You'd have to look it up. I honestly don't follow news or stuff like that.
What book did Neil Gaiman write?
So my first one was called Neverwhere, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And then from there I got into his short stories, which I really love, which are Smoke and Mirrors and I forget what the other one's called. Fragile Minds or something. Not sure. Don't remember.
Cool, cool. Neil Gaiman. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, and then my second favorite author is at the moment is Richard Lehman, and he writes kind of like horror smut.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I read Stephen King for a while. Like I read his books in order, and then once I got an iPhone, I could never read again. It was pretty sad. Like I read a lot of books in my heyday, but yeah, like once that smartphone was in my hands, it was just so good that I developed ADHD or whatever it was, and I just couldn't read anymore. It was just too boring, and it's very unfortunate. And yeah, like I have to get back into reading books, right? It's so much better. I think it's dying, like reading
I
novels
think
and
so,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Like, oh my God, like,
People don't have the attention span to read anymore, right? I like it because then I don't have to be on any electronics and just like, relax my brain. And I actually, a couple years ago, I actually built myself a library in my bedroom.
very nice.
So it's like wall to wall books.
Cool. Yeah, I had that in my room too, but I don't know where it is now. It's probably in storage somewhere, but
It's though like it's not like one or two bookshelves, it's like
the whole
wall to
wall.
wall.
Good for you. Good for you. What are you reading right now?
I'm reading a book by John Bonneville.
Huh?
I'm really stuck at titles. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called The Untouchables.
John Bonneville, The Untouchables, something like
so.
that. Check it out.
Let me see here. I don't remember.
What page are you on? Is it a
Of
good
that
one?
book?
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
yeah.
book? I'm on chapter 4.
Hey, now.
Yeah, it's called The Untouchables.
Okay, nice. It's not the
it's
mafia
about,
book, is it?
No, it's about God.
Okay,
And how they like to meddle in like human affairs and stuff.
nice.
So that's all I've gotten so far into the book. Not that far.
Cool, cool. Yeah, the Android Meme, quickly, they have a very eclectic sound. They can go from Tool, they can expand into the electro-industrial realm of like VNB Nation and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's a really good, it's a really cool band to be in. So, congratulations. And,
Thanks.
I'm doing the Monster Closet to kind of to make these shows more special when I do interview artists, just so, it's not so much of a high and buy. Because, I mean, we've done so many shows over the last, whatever it was, like 20 years. You meet so many bands and it's just, you don't remember who they are. And now we're doing less shows, but we want to put more energy into these shows and make them more special for the artists. And, it's to be celebrated that, you're practicing at Primal Note Studios to get your chops together, and you're doing it on your own, and you're driving to the venues, and you're promoting shows and bringing people on stage. It's a lot of work, right? So that has to be celebrated as well. And I appreciate your time. I know you're busy. Vicky Blue, thank you so much for being with us. TheAndroidMeme.com, FrailFragment.com. This is the Monster Closet episode number 129. It's Saturday, April 5th, 2025. Thank you so much. Have a great birthday tomorrow.
Thank you.
And I'll see you, and we'll see all of you on Friday, May 2nd, 2025 at the Horseshoe Tavern. The Android Meme are kicking the night off at 8:30. And yeah, it's going to be sick. So we'll see you there. Have a drink with me. We love you. Peace.